Hello everyone, this is Daryl20 and welcome to episode 94 of Daryl20's Let's Play of FTB Evolution. Today I want to get going. Ooh, that's fun. With the ultimate singularity. So let's take a look at what's needed to make that thing. Mostly it's modern industrializational stuff. And I've been thinking about this a lot. I kind of don't want to do the whole modern industrialization chain because it's like a lot. It's a lot. It's like a real lot. It's a cool mod, but like this series, like I kind of want to wrap it up sooner than later, and I feel like it'll take me like 10 or 15 episodes to get through all the modern industrialization stuff. Um, so I want to play with it, but on the other hand, maybe not in this series. So I've been debating whether I just like cheat in the cryo fluid and then we can just, you know, do the rest of the stuff and just skip modern industrialization. Because I also know that like some viewers may not want to see that. Um, so I think that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna take a look here. So let's see. We're gonna want to make these guys. So let's set up this bit real quick. You and then you, which we should be able to do because we cheesed iridium last episode, right? And that should be cool. And then it's just a matter of you, right? I think that's good. Cool. So now if I said I wanted an ultimate singularity, all I need is 64 tungsten ingots, which, didn't we get tungsten last episode? Did we just not process it yet? Correct, we just didn't process it yet. Ironically, this is, weirdly my place for processing things. That should be good enough. Can't imagine needing any more than that, right? Speaking of, do we have tungsten ingots anywhere? Probably not. That's gonna be... Oh, tungsten dust, do you not get processed in a regular smelter? You may not. That's a thing. I could probably make that happen. I'm cool with that. Alright, clear all that out. Clear all that out. And then that's a lot of tungsten dust. And let's see if we can make this happen. So what's involved in making these guys? Obsidian TNT doesn't look terrible. So that's cool. Entro dust, do we already have that? We do. Awesome. And then tungsten dust. So basically what we're going to want to do is make a recipe of this. And we should be cool. Sub basement. All right, so then we want a pattern provider. To sit right here. And then that can happen. And then you should probably wind up being a interface as usual. And that should be cool. So we put all that away. We get our cables. And we're good to go. Awesome. So now if I want tungsten ingots times, let's say, 10, we just need to know how to make TNT, which apparently we don't know how to make. So that's a thing to add. And then that should be cool. Perfect. Just going to speed that up because I know it'll be a minute. There we go. And then tungsten shows up. Nice. Okay. So that makes ultimate singularity craftable sans the cryofluid. So here's my thought. I'm just going to cheat in cryofluid. I did decide to look throughout the rest of the FTB Pyramid quest. This guy is Immersive Engineering, Pneumatic Craft Repressurized, and Nautech. So no modern industrialization there. Reprocessed fissile fuel, high cetane biodiesel, Endergate nitro from Power, and HE uranium fuel rods, which is going to be modern industrialization again. So this thing does need a little modern industrialization, and it's an assembler-only recipe. I don't want to do it. Sorry. I'm just being honest. And then this is mechanism reactors, mechanism, so we don't have to worry about it there. And then the final piece is some DNA helix from genetics resequenced, a qubit from modern industrialization, ultimate control circuit, accumulation processor, and then Fortron from the modular force field system. So realistically, it's only like 2 or 3 items that you ultimately need from modern industrialization. But qubit is like very end game MI, right? If I look at the modern industrialization quest, it would involve going all the way. Remember all this? We've done this once before. It's a cool mod. I just don't think I want to do it in this series. I think it's down here, right? Where's qubits? I don't know, but I know it's like somewhere in here. It's deep. It's deep in the chain, I assume. I don't actually see it on any of the icons unless I'm missing it. But still, point being, you have to get really deep into modern industrialization. And I just don't think I want to do that in this series. So, might get yelled at in the comments for this one. It's a risk I'm willing to take. I'm going to skip modern industrialization. I want you guys to tell me what you think. Are you cool with that or not? And, you know, Dyer, he usually records these a little bit ahead of time. So, I'll get your feedback when I get your feedback. So, what I want to do then is, do I not have like a fluid drawer set up? Let me get couple fluid drawers. Cool. And then we'll get some cryo fluid. And I'm going to have to allow cheats for this one. Didn't I just say allow cheats? Do what now? Did I not turn on cheats? Let me do this. All right, so what I did is switch to creative now. Did enable cheats. I forgot to hit the button. See, you see how rarely I actually cheat? I didn't even cheat correctly. I'm not good at that. Let's just get 8 buckets of it, because that should be more than enough. And then I'm also going to get like uranium fuel rods. I'll just grab a few of them. I know I need like 1 or 2, but I might as well grab a few extra while I'm here, right? And then qubits I'll just grab a stack of, and then I'm done. All right, and just like that, I think we're going to skip modern industrialization. Hopefully you guys aren't too upset by that. But, meh, it's what I want to do, so it's what we're doing. So this might be a really long craft, but it's working. And this is a good test of my automation. I know I've made one of these before, and it definitely takes a hot minute to do all the circuits and the and the grindings and all the other things that are involved in this process, we can definitely speed it along a little bit too as needed. But it shouldn't be that bad, in theory. The biggest part, I guess, is the Certus quartz dust, which is almost already done, to be honest with you. And then all the calculation circuits, which also shouldn't be too bad. And this thing you can't tick accelerate because it's a applied energistics machine, right? You can't really accelerate those too much. And I'm assuming that you're running and behaving yourself and doing good things. Looks like you are. Nice. Nice. All right. And then I guess the real question is, are we getting tungsten plates? Because it says crafting 1, so I must have done something wrong with that. Do I have like a filter on what's allowed to be extracted here? I may. I do. So for you, it's going to be you, and you are going to be on the allow list for imports. Too much. It'll get there when it gets there. So that'll be done in like a minute or two once it's done doing all the things. The plates and whatnot, which shouldn't be too terrible. Man, he has a lot to make. That's cool, though. And then all our silicon. Also a lot. While that's cooking, let's look at what's next. So when this is done, we're going to have finished the mid-level, the mid-lower level. Next up would be the infinitely compressed circuit board. So let's plan out for what that's going to look like. So we're going to need some pneumatic craft. We're going to need some immersive engineering. And we're going to need some Nautech, electrolyte, algae, serum. Did we get some of that? I have to remember how that's made. It's salt water. I remember doing this. Didn't we do this a little bit? I think so. That doesn't look terrible. Right? That doesn't look too terrible. Let's also make sure that we have... And this guy... You know what I'm just going to do is I'm just going to do this recipe. And then the pressure chamber recipe. Since we have pressure chamber working now. That should be cool, right? So to get this going, we're going to need 64 compressed iron. So let's get ready to... Let's get that cooking now. Cool. And then you're still cruising? Good, you're moving. Let's go back to our Nautech area. Do I still have... Oh, good, Nautech crystal. There we are. Sweet. So it's this. It's the mixer, right? And we need the salt water, which, if I remember correctly, was sort of something up here-ish. But he never really drained properly, right? But also, right, we also determined that we could get, let's do just dire things. No, I think it was just a bucket. We had to use buckets for this, right? Like if I went up here, I get saltwater buckets, yes? Cool. Now, how much of this do we need for the infinitely compressed dude? We only need 4 buckets of electrolyte algae serum, which we get 1-to-1 with salt water. So that actually should be exactly what we need. Cool. Now, this thing needs to be powered by these dudes. Am I remembering that correctly? Can I just do that? I guess so. And then 4215. Right? 4. Two. 1. And then seagrass. We're going to need more of. But that we can get up here with some shears. Four, 2, 1, 5. And then how did I make this thing work? I don't quite remember. Where's my, like, thingy that lasers this thingy? Why does everything in here seem weird? So I should have an aquatic catalyst? Is that right? Is that working? Yes, but I think you need to, or you need to have it, because I think it stops for a tick. So you need like 2 of them to keep it going, kind of deal. Yeah, like see how it stops for a tick and then resumes? So we basically need another one of those. So that they are offset from each other a little bit, and then we'll be cool. And there's your algae serum. Nice. Now, can I just, like, load all this in here and you'll behave? Possibly. Cool. All right. I like it. I think that works. Everybody like? Beautiful. All right. And then you guys can just chill. All right. Now back home. What I'll do is I'll just toss these in here for the time being. Oh, there it is. I was like, where'd my other one go? Oh, and I should probably leave this in place in case I ever need it again. I don't think I'm going to need you at the moment, or you, or you, or you. Not just yet. Bing, bang, boom. Going away, going away, going away for the time being. That looks better. Cool. All right, now, are you done, Ultimate Singularity? You are. Hooray! Another puzzle piece completed. That, by the way, completes layer 2. Ooh, and I got like a nice little thing for that. Cool. So let's go place these outside. Right? You know, it's almost hard to see them. Is that just me? Sir. Trying to do stuff here. What is all with the rudeness and everything? Alright, that looks cool, right? Pyramid level 2 complete. Awesome. And now on to some other stuff. So the remaining pieces will be finished PCBs from Pneumaticraft. So we can get that going. That shouldn't be too bad. Now, technically, is that the last Pneumaticrafty thing I need to do? Let's find out. Yes. Yes. And yes, I think so. So technically, I don't have to do the assembly line. All I need to do is make these guys and this dude, right? Now, these guys are going to need... So I can do plastic from what I've got going on. How did you... Oh, right, yeah. So I could teach you this and this, right? And then I'm going to do this path, right? The etching tank with the etching acid. And then the light box bit, right? And then this bit. Cool. Where's that thing? I need to make the Amadron tablet. And I'm gonna need a charging station. I think I can just make one of those. Sort of. Cool. All right. So first, let's go outside, get a chest. And you're going to be my Amadron drone dude. Down here, can go these guys. You're going to get pressurized, right? Now I'm going to need the Amadron tablet, which is going to be you. And you. You're supposed to do Pneumaticraft plastic, but like, meh, says Dyer. Okay. And then that should pressure charge ever so nicely. Okay. And then at home, we can go in here, and I need this guy. So I need some emeralds. I always have to remember how to do this. Right click +1, left click -1. Why do I have to put this in here first? There we go. Place order. And then the drone. There he is. I always love that little system. Like, that is a cool way to do things. Isn't it, though? Isn't it cool? I've always been a fan of how that works. Alright, so let's do this. Let's wrap up the episode here. We'll come back next time. I will work towards getting the UV light box and everything made, which shouldn't be too big of a deal now, since I have, that. I just need a few things. And then when we come back next time, you know what I'll probably do? Because you guys have seen me do this before. I'm going to etch all my stuff between episodes, right? So So between episodes, I will make all the empty PCBs that I need. I'll get like 20 of them. Okay. And when we come back, I will make all the stuff. So if I want 20 of those, I'm going to need 40 of each of these, right? Transistors and resistors. So we're going to want like 40 of you. And, oh, capacitors is what they're called. Cool. All right. For now, I'll sign off. Hope you enjoyed the episode. I'll just make these off camera. I'm just going to literally make my UV light box real quick and start doing the things that we need to do. I could probably just break you, to be honest with you, and put you here. And now, like, you're ready to go. And all I need to do is get these guys cooking. And that should be cool. Right? So Delta 20 sign off. Hope you enjoyed the episode. When we come back next time, we'll probably start immersive engineering. We don't have to go super deep, but like, you know, some. For now, take it easy.